Hello, hi, and welcome back to Bute Road once again. Thank you very much for joining me. This week we've got a little bit of running. Some of the running you're going to see is from pre-ballasting because I just wanted to use up some old footage, but some is brand new as well, and I've done some scenics. It's going to be broken down into 5 lots, so we'll have 3 lots of running and 2 lots of scenics. But first of all, I just want to show you my Christmas present that's just arrived today from my good lady. I can carefully pick the camera up, and there we go. It's another guitar. Yes, I know, but you can never have too many nice guitars. That's my theory anyway. And it sits very nicely with my Strat as well, so I've now got a nice 335. Think of John Mayall's Blues Breakers with Eric Clapton with Cream, and of course Paul Weller, Oasis, Chuck Berry, and many other players as well, B.B. King with his Black Lucille. So yeah, a nice 335 style guitar. So, and of course that sits quite nicely with my collection of bass guitars as well. So yeah, let's go on and do some running, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I'll catch you at the end. Cheers. Okay, this morning I'm going to make a start on this hillside and the cutting. What I've done already is I've put some extra packing on the side of the hill to give it a bit more contour up behind the walling, and I've done the same at that end. I'll collect, and I've made a bit of fencing from some bits of Pico fencing and some old fuse wire that I found, a drum of fuse wire. So I've made a fence to go around the top of there, basically to keep the cattle away. So this area up here will be pasture land, if you like, and this area here will be rough land. So we're going to get on and see how we do with that today. Started off doing the meadow area using the Pico 2mm spring grass, which is a little bit bright, but I can always tone that down with an airbrush if I need to later on. But it is supposed to be pasture land, so, and I needed to brighten that corner up a bit. It's nowhere near as bright to the naked eye as it looks here on the camera. It is it's quite nice actually. It's a decent grass, but it looks a lot worse on the camera. So the next now is to do some rough ground. Sorry, I forgot to switch the camera back on, but it's fine turf, the horrible colour green. I'm just scattering some around just to give a base colour to begin with before I start adding more of the actual flock. So this is just a base covering over the PVA, just to give me some texture that other colours will stick to. See if I can go back onto fast forward. So there we've got a few different colours on there now, and it's going to add some more bits and pieces. It's a bit of a messy job, but hey ho, a bit of water and it soon washes off your fingers. So there's more needs doing up here yet, but I'm going to do that now. And I've been using the Forest Blend dark green, which is the FC139, and I'm going to add some more colour now with some different bits and pieces. Now I'm going to add some foliage. I've got the conifer green, which is the darker green, and I've also got the lighter green, the F51, which I showed you in a previous video, and this is the one that comes out into a matting and can be used for ivy, for trees, for all sorts, but it's also good for a bramble ground cover as well. So I'm going to put the dark on first, which is the conifer green F54, and then add some lighter green afterwards. Okay, so that area is now done, and once the PVA is dry, it'll look a bit better, I expect. But so we've got the meadow, and that join will break up naturally as if I need to pull that apart, because it's only PVA, so that won't be a problem. And then through there we've got the similar sort of effect through the cutting there, with various colour greens. So I hope that's come out okay, because I can't see the camera at the moment. But the next job now is to do the meadow up on this side. Now I'm going to flop this area here. It's going to be the same as the top. It's going to be just a static grass. So we'll do that next. So that's that meadow done, and again I'm going to put some more various colours on there and tone that down. Can do that quite easily, just put a few bits and pieces around like that, and some areas like that. It's a lot more bushes along it, so that'll happen as well. So we'll do that, and then we'll see how it looks at the end. So there we go, that's this corner almost done. We've got the old fence around there that's been probably pushed over a few places by cattle and sheep maybe. The PVA is still wet, so you please have to allow for that. But the cutting is done, and try and keep out of my own shadow, and I hope that's showing up alright. As I say, the grass here looks bright on camera, but it's nowhere near as bright to the naked eye. So in fact, if I turn the light off, that's probably coming out more of a realistic meadow green now. Still looks a little bit bright on camera, but that will blend in. So that's the view now, across the field, over the stone wall, across the cutting, and then out to the hillsides beyond. So that's this area almost finished. So I'm going to move on now to the hillside along the back there, and just do that. I'm going to do the estuary piece last because I need to spend a bit of time with that, and I've got the boats to make and paint and everything yet. So I've got all my tubs of flock all lined up ready of different colour greens. The more greens you have, the better it's going to look. And I've got my bottle of PVA, I've got the old brush, so let's move on to that end, or that side, now just to tidy up and then have another look. Okay, a good Saturday morning's work, tidy up. It's yeah, it's nearly 1 o'clock, so we've got this corner done now, and PVA is still drying, but that corner is sorted, and that's that. There's still the estuary to do. That's the next major job, with the boats to be painted and the water to be done. And then I've done along the back there this morning. There's still some hedgerow to go in and some field fencing, and maybe even some more brambles later on. Right, well there we go, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks very much for joining me and watching it. I'll be back again hopefully next week with another video, and we'll have another catch up there on Bute Road. In the meantime, take care, thanks again, bye now.